Hi everyone, in this video I am going to cover what is Linux and why it is better than other operating systems and where it is used and the basic commands that we are using in the Linux operating system. Firstly, what is Linux? Linux is nothing but like free open source operating system where anyone can run or modify or can study the source code, and also it provides the powerful command line interface when compared to other operating systems like Windows, Mac OS. That's why it is better than other operating systems. And also there is a reason why it is better when compared to Windows, because it is more secure and it is less susceptible to viruses and malware attacks. So it is better when compared to Windows. And where it is used, uh, Linux, it is well suited for all types of server applications. For example, if we take web servers or email servers, the Linux operating system is well suitable. And now I'm going to explain the basic commands that we are using in the Linux operating system. Here I'm using a Windows operating system laptop, so I'm taking help of AWS console to launch a Linux virtual machine. I have logged into Putty. Sorry. How to launch this Linux operating system virtual machine using AWS console we'll be covering in the next video. Okay, fine. Yeah, it is logged in successfully. And I'm going to increase the font size for the better appearance. Okay, fine. So this is the Putty terminal. Like after logging in, it will be like this. So if you want to know the basic commands, what are the basic commands which are very helpful for beginners, mainly for the beginners, it will be like pwd. Pwd is nothing but present working directory. So present working directory, it will show the current directory path. The directory which we are in currently working on, it will show that current working directory. Then if we are going to make a new directory, so we can make use of this command mkdir. Mkdir is nothing but make directory. So make directory, and we are going to give some name, directory name. Like now I'm going to give dir1, so directory 1. So if I give mkdir dir1, it will create a directory with the name dir1. So let us see. Now if we want to see the directory we have created, we need to write a command ls. ls is nothing but we are just using this command to display the list of content in the directory. So these are the things which I have created previously, and now this is the dir1 is the new directory we have created right now. So if I use command ls, it will show the list of the content in the directory. And to go into this directory dir1, we need to make use of command cd. Cd is nothing but change directory. We are changing the directory from, now our current working directory is home ec2 user. So if we want to go inside dir1, we are going to type change directory space dir1. So it is going to change the directory. Now if we type present working directory, we can see like home ECT user dir1. So what is the use of pwd? It will show the present working directory, and mkdir is nothing but we are creating a new directory. ls is nothing but we are displaying the content, list of the content in that directory, and cd is nothing but we are changing the directory. Now we are going to make a directory inside this dir1, and we want to make a subdirectory inside the created directory. So first I'm back to home, and now mkdir and dir2 slash subdirectory 1. In this way I'm going to create. Now it will show an error, cannot create directory, because the operating system doesn't know which will be the parent directory here. So that's why we are going to mention like hyphen p dir2 sub dir1. Now it will successful. Now it will be successful. So let us see ls. ls is nothing but the parent directory dir2 is formed now. Inside dir2, if we give ls, we can see the subdirectory formed. So if you want to do a subdirectory and parent directory at a time, we need to mention hyphen p to mention to justify which is the parent directory and which is the subdirectory. So if you want to create two or more directories, like we can type mkdir t1 t2 t3. Now at a time 3 directories will be formed. lsc. Inside this t1 t2 t3 are formed. If we give comma mkdir t4 comma t5, what will be the output? We can see like the only single name t4 comma t5 will be considered as a single directory. Only spaces will be considered as different directories. If here t1 t2 t3 we have space, that's why it has created 3 directories, and if we are giving comma between two names, it will be considered as only one directory name. That's why it is created as only one directory. And next, if we want to remove any directory, now till now we have learnt about making directories. Now if we want to delete any directory, we can make use of rmdir. rmdir, if you want to remove this one t4 comma t5, this one we are removing. So now we can see in the list, we can see only these four. This one will be removed. This is the use of rmdir, deleting directory. And if we want to clear the console, if you want to clear this terminal, because we have used a lot of commands, we can make use of a clear command. Later I will show you this clear command. And now if you want to create, I'll go inside this t1. Inside the t1 there is nothing now. So if you want to create one empty text file, we can make use of touch command. Touch hi.text. So we can create the empty text file using this touch. If you want to make the content along with the creating, then we have to use the echo command. How echo is used is like echo, in the double quotes we need to write like hi, I am a text file, and we are giving this operator for giving the name hi.text. Now to view this content which was there inside this hi.text file, to view this content we are going to use cat command. Now cat space hi.text, we can see the output like hi, I am a text file. whatever the content we are giving using this echo command, we can see the content of that text file using this cat command. Touch command, it is nothing but creating an empty file. It is not used to create a content along with the creating the file. Echo command, we can give the content also along with creating. Cat command, we can view the content which is there inside the text file or any file. And we can you now I'm coming back to home. We can make use of this command df. Df is nothing but it will show the disk space availability. Disk space availability, we can see like now it is in 1k blocks, like 4096, which is mounted on this dev, like that. If we give like df hyphen h, we can see it in megabytes, like 4.0 m, like that. Disk space availability we can see using this df command. And these are the basic commands which we are using in Linux. And if you want to clear the terminal, we can use clear, so it will clear the terminal. We can just write again all the commands whichever we want. Seen previously. Firstly, pwd. Pwd is nothing but present working directory. By using pwd, we can see the current current directory which we are working on. And mkdir, this command is used to create a new directory. And for deleting the directory, we are using rmdir. And to list the content in the directory, we can use ls command to display the content or display the directories inside or files. Everything will be listed out. I can say like display the list of the content. Then cd is used for changing the directory. And what are the commands which we have learned? Basic commands. df or df minus h. This command is to view the disk space availability. Then touch command, it is used to create empty files. Any files like text file, any file, we can create only empty files. We cannot create can't create content along. Echo file, we can create as well as write content into it. We can create file as well as write content into it. Then cat command, it is used to view the content of the file. And clear command to clear the terminal. And exit, it will exit the session. I'll show you. Exit the current session. These are the basic commands we have learnt. So inside mkdir we have many types, like creating a parent directory, and creating along with parent directory we are creating subdirectory, like that. So for example, if we are taking mkdir t1 t2 and mkdir t3 comma t4, mkdir t1 slash t2, t1 comma t2, I'll show you the output, what it will happen. Okay, here in these 5 cases we can see here 2 directories will be formed, 2 directories will be created with name t1 and t2. Here what will happen, since it is a comma and it will be considered as a single directory, so only single directory will be formed with name t3 comma t4. Here the names will be different, like t1 and t2, 2 directories will be formed. Here only single directory will be formed, but the name will be t3 comma t4. Here what will happen, it will throw an error because we did not specify the parent directory. For this the resolution is like mkdir minus p, it will specify the parent directory as t1, and inside the t1 the subdirectory will be formed as t2. So parent t1 directory is created, and inside t1 t2 named subdirectory is created. This is the difference between the commands. Now mkdir, and we are using this braces. Inside this braces, if we are giving without braces, it will be considered as single directory. Here it will be considered as 2 directories because we are specifying it inside the braces. 2 directories will be created. Names will be t1 and t2. And here what will happen, like if we are, so we can see the difference between mkdir t1 t2 t3 comma t4 and within the braces t1 comma t2. See, if we are giving space between two names and we are not giving inside the braces, it means that 2 directories will be created. And if we are giving comma between 2 names and we are not providing the braces, then it will say like single directory should be formed with the name t3 comma t4. And if you want to create many folders, some 100 folders, and we are providing it inside the braces, we need to give like t1 comma t2 comma so on t100, like that. So it will mention, it will say like we need to create 100 directories with name t1 t2 t3 and so on, like t100, like that. That is the difference between this and these two commands. Now you may have one doubt, like if we are giving comma, then it will create 2 directories. here it will create single directory, and if you are giving space here it will create two directories. And what about like if you are giving braces and we are giving space between two directories like that? So the answer is like, if you are giving this command and if you are running this command, you can try it on your system and you can see, if we give this command we can see like two directories will be formed, one with name t1 and like this. These two are totally different. This brace, it will not say like this space is different, comma is different, nothing. If we are giving space, it will consider as two directories. So from here to here it will consider as one directory, and from here to here it will consider as another one. So it will create brace, open brace t1, it will be created as one directory, and t2 comma t3 with closed brace, it will be created as second directory. So two directories will be formed again. So this is the difference between different types of mkdir commands, and you can make use of this on your system and you can see the difference and you can practice all these commands. And if you have any doubts in this, you can please comment below so that we'll try to answer it as soon as possible. And as I told you, like I'll show you the exit command to clear the terminal. As I told you, like we are using clear, and for exit, if you type the exit, the session will be closed. So like this, the session will be closed again. If you want, again we need to launch a new Linux virtual machine like that. So please make use of all these basic commands. These are very basic, which will be very helpful for beginners and who are learning basics of Linux. And if you have any doubts within these basic commands or what is Linux or why it is used, if you don't understand any of the command or topic, you can please ping us. You can comment below and we'll answer it as soon as possible. And thanks for watching.